Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in this amazing world. My name is Donovan Jolly, and welcome everybody once again for another amazing video of DIY investing. XRP is once again proving my point and is breaking out and making a new higher high. This is exactly what I've been expecting with XRP because I've been telling you guys that we're going to be seeing the major reversal point of a bear market along with the very early stages of that breakout. When this happens, it produces some of the most expansive market structure that we ever see in price, and because of this, we have an opportunity of making a significant amount of money when, in fact, we do get that upside. Right now, XRP is showing us all of this upside, which is why I wanted to dive in, share with you guys, and update some analysis about where I'm expecting XRP to wind up on the short time frame, how much more profit potential we still have, and where this thing is headed over the next few months. If you're new and just finding this channel, always remember to do me a favor by leaving a like, comment, and subscribing to this channel for more updates. Make sure that you guys click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new videos, the one provided for you here. And always remember, guys, I have the fastest growing and the very best Discord community for cryptocurrency out there. I would absolutely love it if you guys would join. It's free for anybody that wants to. All you guys got to do to join is click in the description of this video, and there you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. Once you guys have access, I also offer my more exclusive content like the video course and signals. So if you're somebody that wants to follow along with my 20 educational videos that teach you guys all of the strategies for profiting inside of crypto, or you would rather just copy my long-term portfolio along with all the other trades that I take, make sure that you guys stay all the way to the end of this video because I'm going to be taking a couple minutes to explain how you guys can sign up, the pros of doing so, and what it's going to take to get you guys going today. Alright guys, we got a lot of really exciting things to talk about with XRP today. I know the XRP community is going to be super hyped about this one, so without further ado, let's jump right in the video today. Alrighty guys, so here I am taking a look at XRP on the 3-day time frame. As you guys can see, this is truly one of the most bullish charts out there in the entire space. I've been a huge investor into XRP. A lot of other people are huge investors into XRP, but the entire community seems to just think XRP is a shit coin, and those people are going to be missing out on the greatest of profits. And that's the thing, guys. You know, there's been so many people that were panic selling their XRP. There were so many people writing XRP is dead. So many people saying that it was centralized, all of this FUD. And now it's outperforming the majority of the market, specifically BTC. Now, if we look at this thing, you know, on a bigger time frame, we had so much buy volume that came in here during this last sell-off. Really, this little last sell-off in the final bit of accumulation that we had. We had so much new volume come in here. That is a very, very, very bullish sign. And oftentimes, this is one of the early signs that you look for a trend reversal. One of the things that I've talked about is whenever you're looking for the trend reversal, at the terminal end of that correction, the bottom of that trend, you oftentimes get a huge volume spike that comes in. So in this case, we can see that we got this big crash. At the bottom of this crash, we get our max volume. And then throughout this entire period of time, you know, we consolidated and had a lot of new volume coming in. And this is buy volume predominantly. Sure, there are some sell volume, but overall, this is buy volume. And this is what happens at the terminal end of a correction because, you know, at the point where the market reverses, there has to be enough momentum that's actually causing the market to reverse. In this case, this is a bear market. So we need enough buyers stepping into the market. We needed enough buyers to create more demand that's going to in turn cause prices to increase. And so one of the things that I always like to talk about, one of the rules to trading is volume oftentimes precedes price. So during times where you're seeing a ton of new volume and it's coming after a long sustained downtrend, oftentimes that can signal the reversal point of a trend. Max volume can come at the peak of a trend. In this case, you know, we got peak volume at the top of a trend. The same thing can happen in a bear trend just like this. And so it's important to understand these things because if we understand this, we know what to look for a trend reversal. And one of the earliest stages for this trend reversal wouldn't have actually been from the breakout of the downtrend itself, but from the volume. And this was the giveaway here. We can see that we had this bearish trend. We broke out of it and started a new bearish trend. Right here, lower lows, lower highs, and now we've actually broken out of this. And so we could see that before the breakout of that trend, we still had a ton of new volume coming in, right? And that was a dead giveaway. There was so much new volume coming in here that volume, you know, it's coming from somewhere. Is the market just selling and it's about to dump? Well, that could have been the case, and a lot of people did think that was the case because, you know, they expected XRP to hit 3 cents and even lower than that. Only that was the trend reversal. And so this is the big part, guys. This is the next amazing part of this trend where, you know, right now we've got the continuation that we were looking for. You know, we're back above this 30-cent mark, which was huge, huge, huge level. So let's actually go to a monthly so it's easier to see, because this is how we're going to label our line. So if we take a horizontal resistance line and we actually label it over here, I wanted to share with you guys the monthly levels that we've been watching. In this case, I'm going to label it red, right? So this used to be support, this 30-cent region. You know, we'd reacted off to this level a number of different times, and then it became resistance. Here, 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 and technically we are just barely getting above it right now. So this is a very big sign, guys. This is what I want to talk to you guys about. The fact that the monthly is starting to creep back above this resistance level is a very bullish sign. Obviously, we have to see what happens with the monthly. Are we going to continue to close bullish above this red resistance level at about 30 cents? Or are we going to manage to close below it and then fall once again? In my opinion, the bull run is here, right? Obviously, because I've been updating you guys with that as follows. But if we take the same line and we drag it out, we can actually see that we flipped this level. That is actually what this sell-off was. We can see that this red sell-off right here, this was us hitting this level. This was us pulling back a little bit. This was us coming back down to retest, you know, these wicks right here. Retested it, held support of this range, and now we're getting continuation, right? And so this is exactly what we want to see as XRP holders, as traders and investors. More or less investors, none of this short-term price action even means anything, but a lot of people really do care because, you know, we've been in this bear market for so long. Obviously, people care to see their investments go up. It's been a really brutal time, and this is me telling you guys that this was a very significant resistance level, right? You know, this has acted as a very confluential level for a while. And I'm just going to label this as resistance, right? Because that's more or less what this is. Up to this point, it's acted as resistance. Obviously, in the bear market right here, it was support. But up to this point, it's only began acting as resistance. So we're going to label this as our big red box here. We can see that this once acted as support all throughout here. Eventually, right here is where we flipped into resistance, rejection, rejection, rejection. Technically, this was a short-term rejection, but now we're getting continuation from that. And so this is actually the first point inside of this new cycle where this level is no longer acting as resistance, which it has since, you know, 2019 of August. So a full year at this point, full year that we've been under resistance, this is now acting as support. So because of this type of move, guys, because of this, I'm expecting that we're going to get a nice impulse. And my next target's going to be 37 cents. So let's go right here, 37 cents. So this, in my opinion, is where we're going to be headed next. We're going to get a nice little impulse that's going to finish out to at least 37 cents, right? Now, this is where things get interesting, guys. Because if we pull up our Elliott waves, I'm going to share with you guys how those look. So this is wave 1. You can't really see because I'm only on the 3-day. 1, 3, 5. A, B, C, right? So that completes wave 1. Because there's always 3 impulse waves in a 1-wave sequence. So 1. And then there is another 3 impulse waves, right? So we're working on the 3-wave. Now, with that being in mind, in the 3-wave, we have to have another set of 3 impulse waves. Well, we've had wave 1, that was here. We've had wave 3, that was here. And now we need to finish wave 5. And that will complete wave 3. In my opinion, wave 3 is going to end at about 37 cents. We could peak up a little bit higher, but it doesn't really matter. Nonetheless, we peak there at wave 3. We sell back down to retest that 30-cent mark one more time. And then we're going to get continuation into this 5-wave that's going to take us upwards of 50 cents. And that's personally the way that I'm going to be playing this market. I think that this is just early cycles, guys. This is really early cycles. Let's change these up a little bit. Let's hide the wave in here. So this is just really early cycles. We had the 1-wave, and we're still working on the 3-wave. We're going to get one more impulse wave up to, in my opinion, 37 cents. We'll short-term correct back down to about 30 cents. And then we'll get another continuation upwards of 50 cents to $1 even. And that's personally the way I'm looking at this, guys. Like, that's it. You can't really overcomplicate these things too much because, you know, it's really easy to actually do that. Realistically, we've already broken from all short-term downtrending resistance. So this was our downtrending resistance here. We've broken from this, right? So in this recent move, it was us breaking from that. We've now retested this 30-cent mark, and it's now acting as support, and we're getting continuation from that. Guys, no matter what, even if it doesn't top out at 37 cents, even if we go up a little bit higher, the important thing to understand is now where you want to hold. You just want to hold. You don't want to worry about so many different things. You don't want to carry so much about the short. You don't want to care so much about the short time frames, because this is really where we make the majority of our money, by holding long term, right? And so all I'm doing is showing you guys and mapping out the Elliott waves on the short time frames so that you guys can understand how much more potential we still have to grow. This is the very beginning of the breakout, and that's what people are failing to realize. We just broke out of the short-term downtrend, right? Now, quickly, before we jump into anything else, what's going to happen from this? What do I expect to happen by the end of the year, right? I want to get into a little bit of more details as far as projection goes. So, by the end of the year, I do strongly believe that we could see max, like highest expectation for XRP, $1. I think that we could hit $1 per XRP in this next move. Call me crazy, call me stupid if you will, but I really do think that we could hit that, because if this is wave 1, we're still working on wave 3. We haven't even finished wave 3 yet. So let's say that wave 3 takes us to 37 cents. We correct, that's wave 3. And then we get wave 5. Let's see wave 5 takes us to, 55 cents. So this is our wave 1. After wave at the top, we'd correct back down a little bit, and then we'd do it again, right? Then we'd go back up again. It's not that unrealistic to think that we could very easily start hitting upwards of $1 very soon. And that's the thing people are failing to realize. When these things go parabolic, they don't wait around for anybody. Do I have to throw it back to the early cycle and show you guys what happened? This was the very bottom, 0.00531 cents. And where did XRP go? $3.80. This is a Bitstamp chart, so it didn't actually go as high, but $3.80 on other exchanges. This is the type of opportunity that we're looking at here, and this is why I've been so adamant about telling you guys. Look at this. The funny thing is, we're currently worth 32 cents right now. Had you have bought, you could have bought 2 years ago. You could have invested into XRP 2 years ago, and you would now be in the same exact point as you were 2 years ago. The price hasn't changed at all in 2 years. Had you have bought 2 years ago, the price would not have changed at all in the slightest. What is the point of this? Why is this important? Well, it's important to understand because, we had the opportunity to buy at 10 cents technically. We had the opportunity to buy this at 10 cents just a few months ago. We had the opportunity to buy this between 17 cents and 14 cents for literally 2 months, Like, we had that opportunity to accumulate that cheap for that long, and nobody did it. Now we're starting to see XRP take off. We're back to the same levels where a lot of people had already been accumulating. For me, I bought at 30 cents. I accumulated a decent amount of my portfolio at 30 cents. It kept going lower. Did I sell? No, I kept buying. And that's the way it works, guys. I bought a lot at 14 cents too. And that's the thing. We don't know how low these are going to go. So we dollar cost average, we keep investing, we don't listen to any outside forces, and when the bull run actually starts, when this type of price action takes place, when it really starts to show and manifests itself in the terms of profitability and price appreciation, this is when we want to have already had our positions ready to go. Because that's the thing, guys. Now that we're starting to see the impulse, you could have bought at 30 cents 2 years ago. You've had 2 years to buy at this 30-cent mark. Now that it's impulsing, you only have a short period of time to be able to buy at that 30-cent mark because it's not going to be long before it's at 40 to $1. That's the crazy part about this. And that's why I've been so adamant about updating you with XRP, is because I knew from the get-go, when the bull run starts, it's not going to wait around. It's going to blow through resistances so fast and so easy that if you weren't willing to just buy when everything was the most fearful, you're not going to make any money. So anyways, guys, I want to talk to you guys about the dollar pair. I wanted to get into some more technicals. I wanted to share with you guys that I personally think that we could see $1 for XRP by the end of the year. I don't foresee this as being unrealistic by any means. The way that we're already seeing this market structure, it's outperforming Bitcoin, which actually, before we wrap up this video, I wanted to get into the Bitcoin pair just a little bit, just the shorter time frames. I just want to talk to you guys about kind of what is unfolding inside of XRP. So if we look at this, guys, this is just a big ABC correction, right? Elliott wave theory, you have 3 impulse waves, 1, 3, 5, A, B, C, right? And the way that you label an ABC correction is the C leg, so A, B, and C. So this entire move into the C leg has to have 5 impulse waves as far as Elliott wave theory goes. So this was wave 1, this was wave 3, this was wave 5. So we've got our 5 impulse waves all the way back down. In my opinion, or what I've been updating you guys with, I personally thought that we were going to fall a little bit lower, maybe 14,000 Satoshis. We didn't, but it's fine, guys. I already been accumulating, and I didn't sell anything, so it didn't matter. Now, we're at this point here, where let's remove all drawing tools. We've got the bottom of our ABC correction. We did have 5 impulse waves down. Now, if we come here, not only have we broken from some short-term resistance, so this is technically a really important point. So if we come here, we're at a major resistance. We got to redraw this a bit. So we're at this major resistance. Every time we hit this resistance, we fall lower. That's been the tale of the story so far. Now we're at this level once again, but this time we're looking like we're getting continuation, right? We're getting this little parabolic trend that's forming, and it doesn't look like it's done. If I look at this chart and I see this, you know, we've actually flipped a major resistance level. So we're going to make this one red because it's resistance. This one's green for support. So this is our descending resistance. Every time we've hit off this, we've rejected lower. Now, this was our previous support. This was where we were holding support. We sold through it right here. And now, as you guys can tell, we've actually flipped this level, and it's now acting as support again. This is what is called a support and resistance flip, and this is actually one of the most profitable setups that you're going to be able to find. This is one of the things that I look for above, you know, most other setups. I just look for a downtrend. I look for a downtrend to either be broken, or I look for a horizontal resistance level to be flipped. In this case, they're both kind of coinciding at the same point. You know, not only are we right at that major descending resistance, but we're also at that resistance while flipping a major resistance level, which is now acting as support. So because of this, we're going to get continuation. In my opinion, we're going to be breaking out of this resistance right now. This is just the early stages. You know, even though we're below this resistance, bless you, even though that we're below this resistance, we're going to get continuation and we're going to break out of it, right? And so that's the next big move for XRP. Can we actually get this breakout of descending resistance? If so, where does that take us? Well, it's going to take us at least to 40,000 Satoshis. I think that that's right. If I'm wrong, I'm on charts.cointrader.pro. The Satoshis don't read as good as TradingView. So it's going to break out and it's going to go upwards of this resistance here, right? Which I think is 42,000 Satoshis, but I could be wrong. Just go and look it on TradingView. But we're going to hit upwards of this resistance. Now, in my opinion, guys, I've already been updating you guys with this. This entire move from here to here is the same as from here to here. This is just a fractal of this. And you get these two peaks, so peak high, correction, peak high, correction. Same thing happens here. Peak high, correction, peak high, correction. This is a big fractal of the same thing that we just saw. We're right here. We're literally at the very bottom of this new one. And what's going to happen is going to be this. We're going to see a parabolic run, something along the lines of this. And that's why we have to be ready to buy this. That's why we have to be already buying this, because it's going to pump instantly. And if you're not already in positions, you're going to be stuck FOMO buying, and nobody wants to be stuck FOMO buying. You don't want to be the person buying when I'm selling all of my positions. You just don't want to do that. So anyways, guys, this is the video I had for you. I wanted to go through, give you guys all of my analysis with XRP. I just wanted to talk about all of these things that, in my opinion, have played out since the time of my last video. You know, we've broken all descending resistances. We still have a lot more upside potential as far as Elliott wave counts go. I think that we're going to see $1 by the end of the year for XRP. XRP Bitcoin is just repeating the same market cycle fractal. You know, we're at the very end stages of this. We're about to break out of our short-term descending resistance. When this actually takes place, you know, we're going to be looking at a massive, massive rise, and that's what we need to be prepared for. So the best way to get prepared, guys, is to join my video course or signals. I always tell you that because at the end of the day, when you get into this market, you're either going to take a lot of losses or you're going to pay for somebody that knows what they're doing to help you profit. Joining my Discord server is going to be the thing for you. And I offer a couple different packages, really. You know, I offer the video course for people that want to actually go hands-on, dive into these markets, learn how to trade, learn how to invest, do the TA, all of the things that you guys see me do on YouTube every single day. I actually have a 20-part video series that's going to teach you guys all of those same strategies. You know, support and resistance, trend lines. We're going to dive into some more intermediate stuff between market cycles, Fibonacci, more advanced stuff with trading plans, emotional psychology, you know, risk management, things like that. And so you're getting an all-around solid educational guide to help you guys profit. And so if you're somebody that watches my channel and you want to learn how to actually do all of this stuff, you want to dive in, take your own trades, you know, buying the video course is going to be the thing for you. Now, on the alternative, I also offer the signals. So maybe that you're somebody that wants to learn, or maybe you're somebody that doesn't even care to learn about any of this TA stuff, and you'd rather just copy my portfolio. Now, all of my long-term holds, 80% of my portfolio are in those long-term holds. And so by joining the signals, you guys are immediately going to get access to that long-term portfolio. We've been nailing it. You know, we've over 10x'd our long-term portfolio since we've been investing into it. And you guys are going to immediately get access to that. On top of that, I keep an additional 20% of my portfolio for all of the short-term swing trading in between. So all of the signals I post in the Discord, you guys are going to be able to copy those. You guys are going to be able to follow those and make those same profits with me. You know, it really does pay to get into this stuff early. We've been nailing every single call. There's been very rare times where we actually get stopped out. And so by joining, you guys are going to be able to get in at the ground floor. You're going to be able to get into some of these early coins that I don't even talk about on my channel. And you're going to be able to make this same profit with me. You guys can purchase them together or separately. It really just depends on what you guys want to do. It's $1,000 each or $2,000 for both. The way you guys join is to click in the description of this video. There you're going to find the invitation link to my Discord server. Once you guys click that and you guys have access, shoot me a message or shoot any of the 6 moderators a message, and we will be here to help you guys get started on the right path of profiting today. Thank you all so much for the support. Thank you all so much for tuning in, sticking with the bear cycle, holding through, and now finishing out for the massive opportunity of profit potential that is to be had. I appreciate each and every one of you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. As always, peace out.